Say you are live.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Black Market Podcast. I am Jerome Vincent, and I'll be one of your co-hosts today. Go ahead, Mr. Raheem the Dream.
You talking about me, man? Talking about the dream. Talking about the dream, man. Hey, y'all already know, man. Right here, the dream checking, man. Let's get it.
What's up with y'all, man? It's just 4K Ken check in. Hope everybody had a
Oh, I
good
like
start.
that. 4K Ken checking in.
Right? Right?
Bars. Bars.
And this is Pierre, Haitian Sensation. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on what part of the world you're in. Uh, let's talk about some stuff that's been happening right now in the market.
Man, you scared when you said good morning. I was like, oh my goodness. I almost said good morning. And for those of you guys out there that are new to the chat, this is our second live broadcast in the evening time. We moved to a different format. We were happy when you guys were seeing our faces early in the morning time. So we just ask that you stick with us through this transition. I think it's gonna be better for everybody. But just to go along with the format for today, it was a lot of great stuff that happened in the market today. A lot of news came out. One stock that really was on fire today was well, Pierre, I'll let you talk about it.
Yeah, so what do you call Biogen? Ticker is BIBB. The stock it soared significantly today because this is a medicine for Alzheimer's, and it was recently approved by the FDA, Food and Drug Administration. So after that approval came, it significantly jumped, and there was even a big halt. But after June, it went up. I think now it went up basically from 300 now all the way up to 490.
Wait,
So
so you telling me? Are you saying that they've come up with a cure for Alzheimer's?
A cue for all.
I mean, they can't. Biogen, they came up with something that was FDA approved to treat Alzheimer's. So is it like a treatment of the? What does it? Do we know what it actually does, or is it just approval to continue research for it, or?
so this this drug is basically it's not a cure, it's a drug, and they're always words like that. So it basically slows down plaque buildup that tends to cause the Alzheimer's. So it just slows that down. And I think this is estimated to cost around $50,000 per year.
Wait, $50,000 per year coming out of whose pocket?
Those who can afford it, obviously.
Whoa,
Right.
yeah, with great health insurance, yes.
Incredible health insurance.
Gosh. So what's that ticker again?
BIBB. No, BIIB.
So I want to make this one kind of interactive, just a little bit. So I'm gonna be popping up my screen every once in a blue moon, but just to get an idea of this parabolic move that we have here. I mean, this thing we see, it was by no means a cheap stock. We see that it was around $274, but I mean, this is a pure parabolic move here where it jumped all the way up to about $469 per share today. That's ridiculous, 38%. Oh my goodness! And we see down here in the volume how much volume it was trading at, upwards of 10 to 15 million people toward the end of the day today. I mean, I'm wondering if this is going to continue that run tomorrow. If this is something that's going to be like a long-term play, or if this is going to be something that was just a flash in the pan today.
If they're doing something with all these, with I mean, all time, that's going to be a huge one.
Yeah, I mean that's huge.
I mean, that's definitely going to affect so many in the population. I don't know how many people have, but that price tag is going to be the difference maker.
I mean, I looked at it. I wanted to get in on it, but boy, when I saw this thing trading, I mean, it closed today at $395 per share. I'm like, I'm doing pretty good in the market, but that's a steep price tag and that's $395 per share. I usually like to purchase at least 100 shares. Oh my goodness.
Had to go in your pocketbook.
Right.
Man, even the option contracts today, you looking at 1640. So just one share gonna get you gonna run you about $1,600. But the way, and that was for a $400 strike. But the way that thing was moving, all you need was one. Goodness, the market make a move on this thing at $32. Man, what was another something else happened today? Kenneth, you want to talk about this?
Yeah. Bingo. So I was actually just looking into it, trying to figure out why it happened. It surged 26% today, and they just announced a new chief commercial officer, and he's worked with I guess a lot of different other companies, Gene DX, SEMA4, and Perkin Elmer Genomics as well. So I guess to give a little background, the ticker is BNGO, Bio Nano Genomics. But they're supposed to, they just hit their, or sort of above their market high about a month ago as well. So they are, essentially doing genetic research and patient testing and diagnostics for autism spectrum disorders.
Oh, man.
Neurodevelopment disabilities.
So we're hitting up Alzheimer's and autism today?
Yeah, I guess so. Man, they putting some serious funding into this stuff. So
that would have been a great pick. I would be remiss if I didn't put in a shameless plug for the company right here. And show that, over the weekend, we identified this as possibly an early runner. So, I've taken off some things for proprietary reasons, But just to show you what we made available to some of our premium subscribers over the weekend, this was before today, before this thing ran up 22% today. We identified getting in this trade at about $6.30. And we see here that, look at this strong move right here. This is on a 4-hour chart, so you shouldn't even be able to see this kind of upward movements in one day, but strong volume going from 630 all the way to 870. And that may not seem like much, but if you just on average, if you're getting in and you're purchasing 100 shares, that's a quick, $200 or $300 that you can get for, my folks who like to invest in the stocks. But if you're talking about options, it would have been even more lucrative, because if you look at the bottom of my screen here, I mean, the volatility is crazy on this thing. And I mean, they've got option contracts available all the way to June. Man, this stock right here made it made thousands for people today. And this was one of the many stocks that, we can find stocks like this on a daily basis and be able to predict these. But Kenny, you were one of the people who were in on this early, weren't you?
I got in, I think I got in around 450.
Oh my goodness. So, I just need to ask you for $5.
Nah, look. It helped me out. The rent was just due, so you know what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, if you
had the pocketbook a little bit.
I mean, to put that into perspective, if you got in at $4.50 and it closed at $8.40 today, I mean, we know rent. We know that rent has been taken care of.
We did okay.
You might have to go get you some new golf clothes for that.
All right. At least a chicken sandwich, 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Churches.
Oh Lord.
You said churches?
Oh Lord.
Oh man, I gotta have a sidebar conversation real quick. So y'all know I've been on this chicken sandwich kick. I've been like on a tour. Man, I gotta make sure I do my workouts or whatever because it's getting ridiculous. I mean, I'll go get like an extra value. I get me a value meal, but I gotta try the chicken. So I've tried so far. I've tried Popeyes. I've tried Churches. I've tried Wendy's. Of course, we know about Chick-fil-A or whatever, Zaxby's. But yesterday, man, I tried to take down the chicken. I'm gonna say that I tried at Burger King.
I didn't know they had a sandwich.
Oh no, they just came out with it. They have joined the chicken fights. However, I think this is poor marketing. But we can't hear you. Can y'all hear?
It's kind of faint.
Yeah, see if you can turn your mic up a little bit. But yeah, I went there. I didn't know that Burger King had 2 chicken sandwiches. So there's a regular chicken sandwich, and then there's the one that they're marketing right now called the Chuck-king. It's supposed to be like chicken, but the king of chicken sandwiches.
Give me a comparison, or at least a better than or worse than. What's your top 3? We'll go there.
Oh boy.
Your top 3.
Listen here, y'all ain't gonna like this, but top, still at the top and undefeated is Popeyes. Popeyes, that man, I'm gonna have to say pause, man, but that thick piece of meat, man, it's so juicy. Like, ain't no other way to describe it. That thing is great.
Okay.
Shout out to Popeyes. Now, I'm gonna surprise you with this one. If AC was here, he might be looking and he might be smiling because he think that I'm about to sit here and say that Chick-fil-A is number 2. No, sir. Chick-fil-A is a close third. Dark horse candidate here. Zaxby's chicken sandwich is number 2 for me.
Zaxby's has a hold on Georgia unlike any other restaurant. It's ridiculous. Everybody's a fan of the Zaxby's sandwich.
I'm surprised to beat Chick-fil-A.
I am too.
What's your top 3, man?
Oh, can't my mic too?
Yeah, you good.
Okay. I'll probably say I ain't probably with the Chick-fil-A from the previous episode. I'm still around with the
Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
All right, Charles, who you got, man?
I'm with Popeyes, number 1.
Thank you. Wait. Yeah.
Popeyes, number 2. And then number 3 coming in as a strong. I mean, just put some.
All right. He must have said something crazy, so that's why he got put out.
You know, somebody's payroll is like that.
Hey, but I know what would not have happened if he would have had this bombshell I'm about to drop for y'all. So, and this is my little segue here. Mm-hmm. How many of you guys have iPhones?
I have.
iPhones.
Somebody got an iPhone?
I've got an iPhone.
So 4K, you got an iPhone, right?
I got an iPhone.
All right, Pierre, you got an iPhone?
Nah, Android, man.
You got Android. Charles, I know Charles is team Android.
I'm Android.
If one of y'all got YouTube up, see if y'all can turn it down or mute it. Yeah. So, what you got?
Samsung all day.
You know what? This is actually good news for Team Android because today Apple has announced that that this fall they are going to make available FaceTime across all platforms.
No way.
Yes, look at that. You heard it here first. Hot off the presses. They,
When you got that on the radar, boy, you got that on for week, boy.
hey, that's what I'm saying, man. You know, I got my ear to the streets, man.
I don't know if that's gonna work with my T-Mobile sidekick.
That T-Mobile sidekick gonna turn into a burner phone, man. But yeah, so what Apple is trying to do is they're trying to become competitive with companies like Zoom, with Microsoft Teams. So you're thinking, well, how are they going to be competitive with Zooms and Microsoft Teams? It's not teleconferencing, but that's the curveball they're throwing with you. So now, in terms of FaceTime, they're going to be able to they're going to generate links that you'll be able to send to other people while you're in the call, so that other people can join your FaceTime calls, just like you do in Zoom, just like you can do in Meet.
It sounds like we now have Zoom for everybody.
That's right. So they're new kids on the block. So I can't wait to see how Apple stock is gonna do. We're definitely gonna have to do a part 2 and check in on Apple to see how their stock is gonna do right now. I mean, we saw Apple. It's not doing great. Earlier this year, it was at about $144 per share. Today, it closed at about $125 per share. So, I mean, it's not too bad. But man, when that news really hits and people start getting that, I would expect Apple to really make a run, because that's huge. A lot of people like FaceTime, but if you got Android right now, what's the alternative right now? Google, what's the name of it?
Skype.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got. Yeah, people gonna.
We know who the real mastermind is out of all the tech companies. Big Google, man. Big Google.
Yeah.
Yes, Google.
But now we're not gonna be left out anymore. You know, these Android users, now we get to stand up. Now we get to FaceTime people. You know, we won't have the bootleg software or whatever that's glitching and buffering and stuff.
Well, I don't know if that's gonna help if that's gonna change anything from the green messages, though. You know, the folks iPhone users hate the green messages.
I see.
How many people can be on the FaceTime call? Can more than one people be on the FaceTime call?
I see. I don't even have it. I'm Team Android, so that's a 4K question right there.
Say it again.
How many people can be on FaceTime?
Right.
Oh, it's like 32, I think.
Wait. You can have.
Group FaceTimes?
I thought that FaceTime was just between two people. I didn't know you could have like more than two people on.
They have group FaceTime now.
Oh my goodness. So does somebody, whoever's talking, does their face show up, or?
Yeah, so it like moves in the bubble. So like how we have our setup and it's like the panel type situation, it just moves to whoever talking.
Oh, see, I know I'm showing my age. There's probably somebody out there looking at me and laughing like, what in the world? So you know I'm not lying.
I'm trying to see how many the largest number of people that can be on group FaceTime.
But yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a real game changer.
I used to get on Ubu.
There you go.
Get on Ubu now.
The largest number of people you can have is 32.
Goodness gracious.
You getting to put 32 people in a group. Everybody FaceTime.
So it kind of makes sense. They already had the data and the capacity and streaming capability to do it. So that only makes sense that that's the next step for them to take. But when you look at these other streaming companies, like we saw what Zoom did, what COVID did for Zoom. Like their stock prices, like everybody working from home was using Zoom. Like Zoom just, oh my goodness. I don't even. They're actually down right now, but as of a year ago, Oh my
Oh
goodness.
man.
Once they peaked around COVID, oh my goodness, they were as high as about almost $580 per share. Right now, well, shout out to Zoom because they just had an earnings call on June 1st. They're trading at about 342. So, I just found something right here that I may be getting into for a quick day trade later on this week. But as a competitor to Apple, right now, that's going to be something to keep an eye on. You know, that's going to be as tight as, where we see with Facebook, Twitter, the social media folks. Man. What else we have going on today? Oh, how are our meme stocks doing today? Are they still running? Are the memes dead?
Let's see. There hasn't been a ton of noise on them recently. Doge is down today. Ooh, Doge is down 10% today. Bitcoin's down. Well, I mean, that's just cryptos, but Doge is down. What else did we have?
Yeah.
AMC, let's see if that recovered from last week.
AMC is still, I hear it's still running. It's amazing.
14% today.
Yeah, people think it's gonna.
Oh God!
I'm hearing a lot of chatter. It may go up to 70.
Yeah, the funniest thing though is with these meme stocks. That's what makes it so funny. When this weekend, when I'm doing my homework, my analysis, I'm looking at everything that's hot, and I chuckle at this every time I look at it. So we know what AMC is. That's the movie theaters, right? So there's also an AMC X. So for the grandmas and the granddaddies and the people who never traded before, they try to get on the stock market for the first time. So, oh my God. So AMCX is also trending because people are putting in the wrong ticker.
They the wrong one again?
They are. If you go in and look at AMCX has gone from $44 to $70 because people are buying the wrong stock.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
AMCX is the actual channel. That's the TV, the network channel, not to be confused with AMC Theaters. This is the funniest thing ever.
Hey, the market is for the people, by the people.
GameStop is moving too.
So let me ask you this. So we know the appeal that these meme stocks have with the, I hate to say this, but the experts, they call it smart money and they call it dumb money. They say retail people who are not financial institutions, hedge funds, that we are retailers with dumb money or whatever. So to us, when we look at this, so I'll ask you guys personally, would you trade GameStop, AMC, Bed Bath and Beyond, BlackBerry? Would you trade personally any of the meme stocks? And B, would you tell anyone else? Because every time I tell somebody that, hey, I trade often, the first thing they ask me is, do you have AMC? Do you trade GameStop? And I'm like, oh my God, no.
Yeah, story of my life too, bro.
So y'all are both not in there?
No,
You know what? Hey, I'll tell you one thing. I'm not typically that type of, hot band on the thing. But hey, we coming into a new generation. It seems like this is gonna be a thing. I'm gonna put a minimal amount on the next round.
I'm with you. I mean, I'm with the whole buy the dip thing. Like I took a flyer on AMC one time and I touched the stove and got my hand burned. That was one of those days where the volume was so high. Like I'm looking at this thing. I'm not even talking about a 1 minute chart. I'm looking at like a 5 minute chart, and like I see a vertical green line just growing. I'm like, oh wait, man, I'm gonna get in on this thing. This is now, mind you, this is last year when I was still a little new to this. I was gonna get in on a market order. You know, I see it at like $14. By the time it tried to fill my order, that thing tried to put it in at like $30. And, you know, by the time I clicked, so I got to keep putting in. So I finally get in, and then I get in, and I guess it tripped a circuit breaker or whatever. And like my screen is just frozen. Nothing is happening. I'm like, at this point, it is no longer trading stocks. It's a video game. I feel like I'm at the casino.
Yeah. As a
the slot machine.
Right. This is Lotto Georgia.
Into it. I was into AMC and GameStop, and I had both. And I got out at the first kind of fall of everything. So personally now, I feel like before, if you would have asked me this a month ago, I was absolutely not. There's no reason why you would get back in here.
Mm-hmm.
But like he said, it's a different market. It's a different type of trader out there. I also might jump back in.
So, I mean, and I'm like the same way. Like me, I don't believe in it from a fundamental analysis. But at the same time, hey, if it make money, it make money. And I'm not going to tell people not to do it. But I'm going to tell you and say, hey, know what you're doing. Know how to have a plan. Know how to get out. Know when you're going to get out. Because we all know what's driving you to get in the first place. It's our good friend FOMO. Fear of missing out. You are afraid that you are going to miss out because you heard your friends. You saw on social media that, you know, we got people who woke up the next day and had $100,000. You know, the same people who got rich off of Bitcoin or whatever. So, you know, we hear these stories, and yes, you can make lots of money in it. But on the flip side, you can lose lots of money in it. And the thing is, very fast. Because these whipsaws that you see, when you see this thing go from $100 to $250 in a span of 5 minutes, that means you went to go use the bathroom and you lost thousands of dollars. That's what would happen. If you don't know what a stop order is, an OCO bracket where you automatically have those safeguards in place where you can go ahead and say, hey, you know, put me a limit order in, automatically get me out at this point. At this point, the computer is your friend. That computer is going to get you out a lot faster than you click your little mouse. So, I mean, do it, but be cautious.
Practice your exit. Well, before, when you just practice how quick, make sure your thumb is quick, or so you get out of that trade.
Yeah, man, exercise that trigger finger.
And, you know, as the marketing team, I got to build on that. You know, Jerome just hit on a really important point right there, because, you know, a lot of people are new, you know, retail traders. They don't really know what they're doing. You're hearing people saying, yo, put in this, put in that, get in the Forex, get in the Bitcoin. You know, it's important, of course, to do your own research, and you can, you know, gain knowledge and start doing it on your own. But in the meantime, it's always good to have some type of backing, some type of institutional backing. So I would say for HTM, we can provide that, you know, because you're not going in there all alone. And like Jerome said, you can lose a lot of money.
Man.
And we don't want that to happen to you. So.
And that's a good point. And you know, we're here on Mondays and Thursdays live, but we also have a Telegram channel. So we have a basic package, and we have a premium subscriptions that we have. But in Telegram, we're also available. We have a free chat. Please take advantage of that. We have a free chat and we have a premium chat. So during the daytime, we actually monitor that. And during the daytime, if you're trading and you've got a question, we always have someone monitoring those chats. We make people lots of money during the daytime. You know, we're there during the daytime and say, hey, you know, I will send out buy alerts. options. We got a lot of options coming here right when, skills or space or, some of the things that we saw today, which is the BNGO and the Biogen. When we see those breaking out, we're telling people, hey, we're getting in Telegram, say, hey, go ahead and jump in this. This is in a breakout pattern right now. This is a great time to get in. This is a great time to get out. So if you're new to trading, don't feel like you would be out there alone. We've got a team of experts that are there to help you anytime. We'll answer any question. You might just be like, well, I'm not into the meme stocks. I want to know how Google is doing today. I want to know how Facebook is doing today. What do you think? We can provide that help for you. Because I know when I started out, man, I just wanted to trade. I want to put in a little $100 or $50 here or there or whatever. I'm not trying to lose my money as soon as I start, because if I lose my money as soon as I start, I'm not trading anymore. I keep my money in my pocket if I'm going to do that. But
Hey, I just want to go back real quick to those pharmaceuticals, those bio companies and stuff like that. I ran into another company too. They actually just came out with a cure for, let me see how you pronounce this, some type of disease, hypoplasminogenemia. So pretty much, whatever it is it's a tissue disorder, and it can lead to blindness. So now, this is the first time ever they've come out with something that can cure this. So, with all this coming out, my question to y'all is, do y'all think just because of this coronavirus, that may be the reason they've been doing so much research and discovering extra stuff? Or
that's what I was going to ask. Like,
have this stuff and don't release it to us until they feel like it.
you know what my answer is about to be. I think that they actually have this stuff. I think that the pharmaceutical companies, and this is my conspiracy theory, the pharmaceutical companies and these antivirus companies, oh my God, I think that they manufacture this stuff, let it run wild, and then they profit when they come in as the savior and say, hey, I got the cure.
Look at what we made, yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, because think about it. What if, I don't even want to name, because we are live, I don't even want to name, I'm going to say XYZ virus company. If they were so good at what they did, why do we continuously have to buy different ones every single year? Because we know it's only a matter of time, weeks, months, days before it doesn't work anymore. I mean, like, it's too convenient. And by the way, they did announce today that we know with the gas shortage and the Colonial Pipeline that hackers they did that ransomware or whatever. So today they announced in the news that they were able to recover about $2.3 million worth of that back of that ransomware. It's attributed to like a cybersecurity gang they call the dark side. So they're saying that they were able to some kind of court order. I mean, but I'm wondering why a court order would allow them to get the money back. But some kind of way they were able to trace it back to a digital wallet out there where those transactions were made through and get the money back. But
funny enough, I've been watching this. I don't know if y'all have seen this show called Startup, but it's about cryptocurrency and somebody starting a cryptocurrency themselves.
Yeah, that's my shirt.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've been watching that. I've stayed up to at least 4 I've killed 2 seasons in 2 days. This is a whole different thought process to trading since watching that.
Wait. So what's the name of it again? Startup.
On Netflix.
On Netflix. Let me write this. I'm still watching Snowfall right now, and The Shy.
Hey, not gonna lie, Mr. Hazen Sensation. It's some thing that they be hitting choppers on that show, like Real Deal. Don't watch it too late. You cannot watch it before you will have bad dreams. There will be scary people. It is a show like.
Is that good?
It's a whole different side of it. It's got Lil Haiti on one side. It's in Miami. There's got Lil Haiti on one side they speak of. There's a guy in there. Then there's another guy that works in South Beach. Two completely different lives, and now they're interacting.
It's basically cryptocurrency plus power. That's it.
Is it like like a biography kind of thing, or is it fictional, or is it?
I mean, it is fictional because the coin is fictional,
but
very realistic.
I could definitely see this being exactly how Bitcoin dove all that stuff. They compare it to Bitcoin, so that's kind of like Bitcoin was the first one. Now they're having all these branches come off that are different coins that people are creating.
So is it like a what's the setting? Is it like everyday people using it, or is it like corporate kind of people, or?
Yeah, so the main character goes to try to get this thing started and is turned down by every major corporation bank in Miami. And so then goes to, does one pitch, and there's a guy who's interested in it but doesn't want to back it because it doesn't have a good foundation, obviously. The girl said she spent 7 years, I guess 5 or 7 years writing the code for it, and now wants it to go public, but people don't believe in it. You got people even from different walks of life that are like, why would you put so much money into this? It doesn't make sense. It's about what they call it is a coin or a currency for the people by them.
Mm-hmm.
And so what one guy's dream is, and it's not, tax, or I guess not having any government sanctions that are behind it. But for some people, they don't like that. They like to be able to have everything within a box as opposed to kind of having use, and especially then it goes even into the dark web, having use.
Jerome just said they figure out a way how to track where it's supposed to not be.
There you go.
Right, that's what I'm like.
Hold on.
Yeah. So
nothing is what it seems.
It's serious.
Yeah, man, it's well
written. That's a good show. I'm gonna check that out.
You see, y'all see me? I wrote it down. I'm gonna have to check that out as soon as we jump off tonight.
You just see dude come. It's a whole different. It really gives a different perspective too of just like money and how it looks in big cities. You have so many groups of walks of life, and then it's like you have the immigrant side. That's another story. You have people that have had money from generational wealth.
They talk about how a lot of people in Miami. A lot of it is drug money. Kind of a lot of the Cubans.
That as well, yeah.
You watch Scarface. That's when a lot of Cubans came in the '80s. They weren't really balling like that. And all of a sudden, fast forward, you got Brickle. You got all these. It looked like Buckhead and the Cubans. Like, how do y'all go from selling Cubano sandwiches to Buckhead so fast?
Mm-hmm.
It just opens your eyes to a lot of things.
A lot, man. It makes trading different. As it even talks about markets and how it's affected. And the one thing that was interesting is they say being first is better than, or first is best, essentially, first to market.
Yeah.
And that's a critical point in releasing these coins because, like how Dogecoin took off so fast, you just need some news just to get it moving, and then past that volume.
Yeah, and people are using these celebrities.
And then it gets a little scary too, man. It starts to show you how the government can kind of they do some dirty things, man.
Make some things come to life and disappear.
Right. They can do some things just like ATM, Okay, I'm not gonna use ATM as an example.
Hey, don't get us in trouble, man. Don't put us on no list.
It just goes to tell you, man. You remember how Apple, when they wanted Apple to unlock a phone, and Apple said, "No, hell no, you're not gonna do it." Yeah, that's kind of rare.
Mm-hmm.
But if they want you to do something and you don't do it, there are different agencies that they don't talk about.
Man. So and I guess we talk a lot about how these large moves and how we see in the market. You'll see these 26% spikes, but a lot of that, these big players have already made those moves. And they've already were in the beginning phases of it. So that's what I have a habit of getting into trades in the ocean. And so one thing that I'm trying
Hey,
to correct.
we working on that. Hey, but sometimes if the ocean's so big, you can get in on the middle. If that if the absolute value is like 50, I mean, sometimes I would rather jump in like in the middle sometimes, because sometimes the worst thing you can do, it's like it's a gift and a curse to be able to recognize patterns and see things so early, because that happens to us a lot, like internally and inside Hack the Markets with our analyst team, because we'll look at things. I'll be sitting on something and just waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm looking at F-Cell right now. F-Cell went up 15% today. I saw F-Cell a month ago. I've been eyeballing and just waiting and waiting and waiting for it to go. Like F-Cell, Plug. There's one that I saw today called Frequency. I don't know if y'all know about this one. FREQ. This thing is trading right now at about $9. Check this out. In February, this thing was trading at $57. Let me show this to you real quick. Yeah, I'm giving y'all free game today. I ain't got no analysis on here. Don't worry about it. Nothing real. But take a look at this. Oh my goodness.
You're giving them too much.
I ain't giving them too much, because I'm not telling you when to get in, when to get out, but they need to know what kind of stuff we own, where we can find this stuff like this. Look at this thing up here at $58. Look where it is right now. It's down to $8 right now, and I'm seeing unusual volume on this thing on my mini scanners that I have. This thing is about to blow. You see, it's at 7% today. I mean, all of my stuff. Oh boy, that's a gold mine. Y'all remember CBS, that VIAC, VIAC? I just jumped in that one today. I mean, similar profile or whatever, where you look at it. I'm just gonna flash it on the screen real quick. Earlier this year it was at $100. Look at it down here, closed today at $41. It's about to take off. I'm just throwing these little teasers out here. Now, our premium people, they're gonna see this. I'm gonna chart this stuff up, and I'm gonna tell you when to get in and when to get off and when to get out. And boy, oh my goodness, I got 10 more picks just like that. I'm gonna hit you with it like the Motley Fool does. If you like these stocks, I've got 5 better stocks for you. That's better than these. Man, I get excited when I make money. I don't know about y'all, but when I started getting in on this stuff, I started hitting people in the telegrams. Hey man, look at this, look at this, look at this. I'm calling my brother on the phone. I'm trying to get as many people to make money as possible. Cause it's fun, it's cool, and when you really understand how lucrative the stock market is, some people are gonna argue with me because they're gonna say, well, the most lucrative, way out there to make money is real estate. But I disagree. Because yes, real estate can be a passive form of income, and it can be an active form too. Because if those people who out there who are in real estate, it takes time and energy to find a property. It takes time and energy to do wholesaling. It takes time and energy to put a house out there on the market and do your bidding and then do the flips. And so many things have to go right in a certain amount of time. But I have days in the stock market where I don't leave my office here at home or whatever. I have days where, in 1 hour, I'll make a couple $1,000. In 1 hour, in 30 minutes, I roll out of bed, and a play that I got in on yesterday, I wake up, turn on my computer, and I've made $1,000. And I didn't do anything. And then I used that money to get in other stuff. Like, that's lucrative. That right there gives me what other things don't, because it gives me time. It gives me time to do whatever the heck I wanted to do. I didn't spend 10 hours working on this to do it. I didn't have to cut, 50 yards to do this, and the sweat equity and all this other stuff. I got up, had my cup of coffee, and got all this money. I spend more time now trying to figure out what am I gonna do with this money. That's the problem that I want. That's the problem that we want for y'all.
You got rich problems.
Nah, I ain't rich problems, man. Hey, but I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't trying to get rich, and I wasn't trying to get y'all rich.
Hey, I was looking at, you know what? Well, one, did y'all watch the play yesterday?
Watch what?
Mayweather, the way Mayweather threw Paul.
I didn't watch it.
I saw like the highlights of it, but I was thinking, I mean, you know how much money Floyd Mayweather had. And I was like, man, I wonder if these media companies are. This is just a thought of how we're talking about making money quick. I wonder how these media companies, you know, they're making thousands a minute, 10,000 a minute with how they're putting all that out. I want to invest in them. I just thought about that. I just ran across that. You know, as we have these big profile people and all that, like,
Yeah.
dang, that's an idea.
Mm-hmm. That's why these media companies, they are the real winners. You know, when anything like that is going on, like your HBOs, and that's that Viac, that's CBS, and then the people who we don't know about, like Disney, who owns, you know, the Disney Plus stuff and the ESPN. They own all of that stuff, and then when they're showing like whoever owns like ABC and NBC, and they're showing like the NBA playoffs and Super Bowls and all this stuff. Oh my gosh, they're making so much money off of this stuff.
Sports contract, bro. TNT.
Man, that's one thing when I first started trying to trade is like looking into where you spend your money. So you know what you're watching, ESPN, that you have a subscription base for that, invest in them.
Right.
You have a Dell computer, you know, same Apple phone, like those kinds of things that you're supporting these businesses already. So and they're clearly good. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have the fundamental analysis, but then I have what you call your common sense analysis of, you know, it's got to pass a common sense test. Don't get into something where you don't understand even what it means and what it does. But look at, you know, you see upticks in like trends in like consumer staples or whatever, and you know, with people buying toilet tissue and all the other stuff. Take a look around your house. What are some things that you purchase all the time? What's some new stuff that you see in Best Buy? What's some new cutting edge technology that you see in your cars? These are the things that are trending, and you look at that supply chain and what breaks that stuff up and what creates that stuff. There are companies that are making money off of this. And real quick, and I saw this right before we got on. I know we're running out of time, but I want to just show this just a little bit. So right here, I'm looking at the S&P 500. Nothing crazy going on today. I say a pretty dry day, just for the people that are looking at this. The darker colors, red means that it's negative. Green means that it's good. The brighter green that you have means that, hey, you know, like this Eli Lilly, this company was up 10% today, right? Bright red meaning that this company didn't have a great day. We see PGR Progressive, they were down 3%. I would say not really that great of a day for the S&P 500, right?
Yeah, it stayed about the same way it was. It really was.
Right. And then we go over to a glimpse here, and we look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ had a decent day. We see
it's going back to that halfback.
Yeah, we see that Biogen. We see that 38% that it went up today. But other than that, I mean, you got some Lone Stars here. DocuSign had a 3% day. Zoom, 2%. That's not great. So I would say average across the board, really, for S&P and the NASDAQ. But when you look at the benefits of working with like our team, Hack the Markets, these are my personal watch lists that I've put together. That's not part of the S&P and the NASDAQ. These are my personal watch lists that I'm looking at. You see, this thing is bright green all over the place. Look at this plug. I know that plug. I know the technology behind it, which is the hydrogen gas. So the things associated with that is going to be your plug power. I've been telling people about fuel cell technology, which is, you see plug down here at the bottom right, BLDP, ballot power systems. These are all a part of that fuel cell technology. Was not shown on there. Real small. It's like your FGNs. Of course, we know about the EV market. The EV market had a great day today. You look at XPEV, they were up 3%. Li Auto, as a Chinese EV company, they were up 4%. Neo was up 4% today. Plug up 7% today. We know about this stuff because we knew that these were emerging technologies. This QS right here, this showed up on our tickers today. If you were in our premium chat, you saw this and you got in. You were able to get in on this move before everybody, not before it hit 6% increases today. We got in early when it was at the 1% increases. So we're showing you here, this is just a small snippet to show that, hey, we do hack the markets. We beat the markets. Right. We come up with our watch lists are better than average plays. Like even we see down here with our DraftKings and our pins and the skills, DraftKings and Ken and pin. We know that online gaming is hot right now. So we started looking at these things toward the end of December. And we just know these industries, and man, I can't stress that enough that it's not like we're getting lucky. No, we do our analysis, and even the analysis that we do here, we told you guys about Colonial Pipeline and that gas shortage before people started going to the pumps worrying, because the stock market is tied to everything. As soon as it happens, everything is real time. We're going to see a spike on the stock market before your local news anchor even gets that story in a tweet. We're on top of it, and we can take that information and convert it into a paycheck for you. But I was on my soapbox. I'm going to jump off.
Hey, that's what we do, man.
But before we end, what kind of picks?
They just want to make sure y'all really understood.
Yeah, because we on here, we talk and we joke and everything, but behind the scenes, boy, we grinding. We grind hard so that our customers don't have to grind hard, so that they have that problem of, I got so much money, I don't know what to do with it. That's the problem that we want you to have. That's a good problem.
Hey, we're gonna show you what to do with it.
Right. So this week, what are y'all stock picks for this week?
I like Apple this week since they got. I just read an article saying they got these big changes coming to iPhones and iPads in the fall.
Oh man, nobody said Apple.
So,
Apple.
I think they'll have a new iOS system, another update for the Apple Watch, then I guess for Macs as well. So I think they'll have some movement coming in the fall.
That sounds good, but I'm still staying 10 toes down with my team Android Samsung. And hey, I got a better platform, and I get FaceTime. What?
Oh my
God. You sound like an Xbox person. You know PlayStation is where it's at.
No, sir. I'm an adult.
Around the room just ringing. The Apple just ringing. Hey, y'all know today they had the Worldwide Developers Conference kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Hey, and get what? We ain't gonna do not forget about the 5G industry. 5G industry is at the beginning still.
We barely can hear you. Tap your mic or something. Okay.
There you go. Now you know.
Yeah. Hey,
Gotta open up.
I saw something with that 5G. They said T-Mobile they bumping they pump they beating their chest. They talking about they about to take over this 5G thing.
Hey, look, get what? You know that company I said before, this is my pick right here. You know, of course, Apple. I agree with y'all 100% on that. But you know, we got Marvel technology. I mentioned that.
Oh yeah, that Marvel.
Marvel, okay.
Break out with the NASDAQ. He's going with the NASDAQ.
That's that MARVL.
MRVL.
MRVL. Yeah. I see those are ones that like I didn't even know what the company did, but I'm familiar with it because I see it like I mean that thing when it runs, boy. It moves. It's liquid.
It ran like that too. It was a broadband company.
Qualcomm, what's
Hey, the
another one?
broadband company, man, it's ready to go right now too with the 5G. We need to check back on it.
Yeah. I'm looking. Oh, another one. And I got so many picks. Oh my goodness. But
I was about to say another one too.
hey. Rocket Mortgage. You know, the meme Wall Street Bets, the meme crowd has gotten a hold of that one too. They planning. RKT is coming.
That what was that other one that I was gonna say? Oh, my Stitch Fix. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'll be the next, which is interesting. It's an online style service company.
Boy, if AC was on here, oh my goodness, he'd be going wild talking about Stitch Fix. Cause the last time,
He's on Stitch Fix too.
man, he got in on the last time they had that earnings, and it broke it tripped the circuit breaker. I mean, that thing went up like $20
Okay.
straight.
Yeah, I've had it for a little minute, but Stitch
Straight.
Fix has been. I mean, I like the platform itself. It's kind of cool. It lets you drag and drop everything, and you can literally customize your outfit. But besides that, man, they've been moving some solid numbers.
You must have said something. I was about to say Pierre dipped out on Pierre. What's your pick?
I'm thinking about that BID for Biogen, but I think I'm gonna just hold what I have right now. Still holding on to AFC.
You said AMC?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, and if you can't afford AMC, remember to get in AMC X.
I can't believe people are really messing this up, and it's served twice now. How you mess it up twice?
Hey, that's why they call us dumb money, man.
Oh, yeah.
But I will be posting. I will be posting the game sheet. So for the free chat, I will basically be showing you all the games that you could have made. So.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna send that out. We can go ahead and wrap up tonight. We want to thank you all for watching. This is our second live episode. We hope you continue to join us. Just to get a lot of this good information that we have to offer. Please go in and like the channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're interested in any of our subscription services, please go to www.hackthemarketstrading.com. We've got free chats. We also have a premium chat along with our premium subscription. So with that said, we will see you guys again on Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Join us. Come with your questions. We are here for you guys. Until then, we'll see you guys later.